is SportsCenter.
Pardon the interruption, but I'm Weezer Weir. We'll get back to last year's gentlemen's game in just a moment, but we have breaking news coming into RSCM SportsCenter right now. Sources are reporting that contract negotiations between Michael Kurth and RSCM have broken down, and that at 12:01 tonight, Thursday, midnight, Michael Kurth will be locked out of RSCM. We now bring in H.J. Adams. H.J., what's the current situation on this lockout?
Well, Weezer, the two sides are very far apart. Negotiations have been happening since last December, and the two sides have made little, if no progress, since then.
Now, H.J., when he's locked out, what exactly does that mean? What is he able to do? What can't he do? What does it mean for this lockout?
Well, as of 12:01 a.m., Michael Kurth is officially locked out of RSCM. This means he cannot have any contact with RSCM at all, and RSCM cannot have any contact with him. And also, I've heard that all Dairy Queens in the D.C. area are refusing Michael Kurth's service as part of this lockout.
Now, H.J., there's been negotiations. What have you been hearing are some of the things that have been offered for Michael from RCM to help, speed along the contract negotiations?
There's been several of the usual offers from RSCM to Michael Kurth. He's been offered the automatic entry into the Gentlemen's Game Final, first pick in the 2011 RSCM Indoor Soccer Championship, as well as a Polar Pop.
We know Michael holds the record for most consecutive camps at 12 and a half, with the controversial 2000 giving him that half camp. What does this lockout mean for his records? If he misses camp, if he misses a couple days, will he miss a couple days with this lockout? What does this do for him in the record books?
Well, I'm glad you brought that point up, Weezer. 2001 was a controversial, hotly debated year in the RSCM record books, as Michael Kurth only attended camp for a few hours of each day and did not even stay at RSCM camp's training facilities. It should be noted that Michael didn't have very many friends that year at camp. I'm just a reporter, just stating the facts. Although he has technically attended the most consecutive camps in a row at 13, RSCM's official position on the matter is 12 and a half. He was credited for only 1/2 year for 2001, and some RSCM participants that year would say that that's too much. RSCM has stated that if Michael does not make it to camp by the start of the 2011 Paper Rock Scissors tournament, then the record books would indicate this as a half camp. And that would put his record consecutive streak in jeopardy of being tied and or passed by, well, Weezer Weir and H.J. Adams.
Now, we heard with negotiations that RSCM has put some special clauses into the thing to protect themselves, with one clause being pretty intense. Can you tell us a little more about this one clause?
Well, RSCM, the legal offices and everyone had foreseen this lockout coming. They've been preparing for it for a while, so they made sure that they protect themselves. They put in these character clauses into the contract. The main clause being, if Michael Kurth does not make it to camp by the start of the Paper Rock Scissors tournament, he will have to play his way into the Gentlemen's Game Final through qualifying for the first time ever. This will put Michael at risk of not even making the Gentlemen's Game Final.
So, H.J., in your opinion, if Michael goes through the qualifier, can he win that and make it to the finals of the Gentlemen's Game?
Yes, well, this is what Michael Kurth fans around the world do not want to hear. They are scared of that very prospect. If he has to play through the Gentlemen's qualifying, there is a chance that a former champion could not make it into the Gentlemen's Game Final. Now, this would be a first and a huge shock. He spent the offseason training in D.C., but with all the labor negotiations and whatnot, I don't know if he spent the same amount of time dedicated to improving his game in the off season. And we all know that he didn't win last year. We all know I didn't come close to winning last year. But only time will tell. We'll see. He's a great champion. We'll see what he has in store.
Now, Ishay, the Weez Radio Network is reporting that Michael Kurth has bought a one-way ticket from Washington, D.C. to St. Louis for August 5th.
What?
That's a whole week. So, Ishay, in your opinion, if Michael goes through the qualifier, can he win that and make it to the...
Well, this is my first time hearing this report. I guess this is truly breaking news. But if this report is true, this is absolutely ridiculous. One-way flight from D.C. to St. Louis on August 5th? Does he know when camp is? That doesn't even fall close to the camp dates. I don't know what's going on here. This organization has vested everything they have in Michael Kurth. He's a legendary figure of the organization. You know, they show him the utmost respect. And this right here, this is just total lack of class by Mr. Kurth. I don't understand. So what you're saying is that he doesn't like to go to camp. That's what you're saying. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Ridiculous.
Well, that's your youngest assistant proctor ever, Aisha Adams, and clearly he's not too happy about this. All we can say is right now Michael Kurth is locked out. We tried to reach out to Michael. His lawyers have said that he's unavailable for comments right now. So we will try to keep you updated as best as we can. Remember, for more information, you can always follow us at Facebook/RSCM St. Louis for the latest information. Hopefully we can hear from Michael soon. Until then, just a friendly reminder, the Gentleman's Game, Championship Thursday, coming to you in a few weeks, 3 weeks from today. Michael Kurth so far locked out. Any questions? Hopefully we can have them answered. But right now, we'll send you back to last year's Gentleman's Game. For Weezer Weir, this is RSCM Sports Center.